Bangladeshi car chopper and designer Lipu Aulia.
My design has to be my way.
Loudmouth motor mechanic Bernie Feynman.
Something stinks here and it ain't the bloody toilets.
And their talented team of Lee, Sean, Julian and Terry are building a supercar for superstar comedian and actor Johnny Vegas. He wants
a mobile volcano that could open, send off a missile, potentially control the world.
So far, it's taken one stripped-out Golf, a wrecked Subaru Impreza and lots of extra time to merge them. And while it's certainly impressed on the test drive, Lipu is now on the warpath with the rest of the team, as he now only has a week to start and finish all his design work.
It's not a mechanic shop. It's not a mech shop. It's a chop shop.
Chop Shop Juniors, Julian, Lee and Sean have been so fired up by the brief to build a mega powerful four-wheel drive Golf Volcano car for Johnny Vegas, they've almost completely hijacked the project from Bernie and Lipu.
I feel, it's my opinion, they've bitten off more than they can chew.
To power Johnny's Golf, they've opted for the performance and handling of a Subaru Impreza. The WRC Rally version has won 6 world championships, but what the boys bought was rather different. This former road-going insurance write-off.
Yes, but cover £700 for this piece of shit!
After taming a furious Bernie, they managed to extricate this 300 horsepower engine and four-wheel drive. Then they skillfully fitted them into and onto what was a front-wheel drive Golf. The end result? The most powerful car the Chop Shop has ever built.
Bernie's like
But by grafting the Subaru front chassis legs onto the Golf body to take all the extra power, the mechanics have severely delayed Lipu's start on the bodywork design.
They have taken a longer time they're supposed to take. They take my time as well. Now, I got only 7 days to build the design.
So Lipu's in fighting mood and woe betide anyone who gets in his way.
Doors to sort out.
Oh, fuck that. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out.
Windows are perspex.
I'm not thinking anything. I don't care. I want to do what I really want to do. That's it.
While the boys concede they've eaten into Lipu's time, they're anxious that he doesn't cut into their subframe and undermine the structure of the car.
Don't cut my struts.
Huh?
Don't cut my struts.
Well... well, to do it quick, I'll do anything it gets on my way.
Keep it on in.
All right.
See you later, guys.
See you later. See you later. See you later.
Worried that Lipu might do something too radical, which will create a lot of extra work further down the line, Julian heads off for a cup of tea to try and calm his nerves.
Lipu's very unpredictable. He makes it from his head as he goes along, so he could do 1 or 2 cuts and then he just goes mad. And the car's sitting this way, sitting that way, and just concerned that we haven't got the time to actually get the car finished in time.
So just what has Lipu got in mind for the car? Client Johnny has been very clear what he wants. A classic Super Golf to better the top of the range R32 he already owns.
I want a wolf in sheep's clothing. I want a bit more speed than I've got.
Johnny's got the high-powered Golf at the moment, but will it remain the understated classic he's asked for? Coming up, as Lipu starts chopping, he's still in an uncompromising mood.
I don't give a fuck what the Johnny Vegas wants.
He does great designs, but on the end of the day, it's what the client wants.
And Johnny Vegas is left speechless. The Chop Shop is building a four-wheel drive Subaru Impreza-powered Golf Volcano car for superstar comedian and actor Johnny Vegas.
What I was really looking for was an 80s mark Golf with more pep in it than the R32 that I'm driving now.
The huge mechanical task of adding the Subaru four-wheel drive running gear and 300 horsepower engine has left an angry Leepu with only 1 week to work his magic on the bodywork. Now at last he's making his first chops, and he's determined to give Johnny the distinctive design he thinks he should have, instead of the understated classic Golf that Johnny's asked for.
If you do something, if I design something, it resembles some other car, what's the point of doing the whole design? At least I want to get rid of this boxy look. A box with a powerful engine doesn't make any sense. My job, cut the box, make something very aerodynamic. It will go even faster.
So the first stage in Leepu's mission to make the car less boxy and more aerodynamic is to push the wings to create a pointy nose.
It used to be a square, boxy-looking thing. Now it's becoming a cone shape.
So, while it does look like Johnny will be getting the classic Golf he asked for, Julian's still got his own worries as he observes from a safe distance.
If he has to cut things out of his way to make his design, then yeah, he's got to do it. But it is a bit scary sometimes. There's a lot of structure in that car that needs to stay on it. On the front, he's started to cut a little bit of the arms where I put the turrets. He's not cut away the structural part of it, but he's cutting away bits I don't really want to see being cut.
But Leepu suspects Julian and the mechanics are worried his design work might obscure their mechanical work inside and underneath the car.
If the whole car is changed, people are going to see actually what's in it. That's why they probably don't want to transform this car. That's my feeling. I can feel. I got a vision. But the Chop Shop rule is we chop a scrap car, basically, and turn it into something unique.
Julian might not be happy, but sorry, that is the way it goes. You don't see the mechanical work until you drive the car or you look underneath the bonnet. What you see the first thing is the bodywork.
The bodywork may now be the priority, but Johnny's Golf wouldn't be going anywhere without the amazing Subaru implant carried out by the mechanics. So all in all, it's not an entirely united team that new boy Arthur is joining. He's been hired as an extra pair of hands for Leepu.
My name is Arthur. I come from Poland. My job is a car panel beer. I'm 25 years old. This is what the boys doing here. It's like really good job, and I like to do this as well.
And what he's got is knowledge. He talks nicely, respectful, and all the guys like him, and he does a damn good job.
Bernie, yeah, he talk a lot and a lot of bullshit.
It's time for the next phase in Leepu's design.
A massive wheel arch. I don't like those skinny ones. I like fat, big, like this.
The design's really starting to take shape, but is it heading in the right direction? Sean's not convinced.
Johnny Vegas asking for is he didn't want anything too flashy and like boy racerish. He wanted something that he can drive about and people won't go look at him. Like, he wanted something nice and classy.
If a design doesn't attract people, it doesn't mean anything. It has to feel something, somebody's heart. It has to feel something. That's all about feeling, good feeling, you know.
But now Leepu and Arthur spot a problem with the newly fitted wheels.
You're right. Why it's like that? What is this?
The wheel on the left is closer in, while the one on the right is further out.
Let me show you. Come on. Here.
I think it's more this side.
Okay, you watch here. Okay, we're measuring from the chassis to the rim, 40. All right, let's check the other side. Same place. Look, 40, 1, 2. This much is out, this side. That's why this is, I cut it right, but still it seems short. I cut it short.
The mechanics have a look too. This was something they missed when they mounted the Subaru into the Golf.
Oh, yeah.
The Subaru wishbone suspension arm, damaged in its head-on smash, hadn't been replaced. Lipu's thinking that with all the time and technology the boys had to do the job, they shouldn't have missed this. So they're not going to be back in his good books anytime soon.
Now, okay, that's fine. It can be taken care of. But what's going to happen to me now? I'm stuck. I need a proper wheel alignment to do the wheel arches.
It seems like a good time for the mechanics to stay out of Lipu's way. So they decide to head up north and find out how to make the car fit in on Johnny Vegas's home turf. Johnny's brother Mark is ready to give them the lowdown.
So what do you think he wants then, mate?
Speed, definitely, but understated. Not something that shouts at you, watch out, I'm coming. But when you've just robbed the bank, you want to get away, put your foot to the floor and you're off. You don't want a car that you're driving down the street and somebody puts a brick straight through the windscreen, do you really?
So, no wonder Johnny has asked for something understated. Back at the chop shop, a weekend has passed and a dramatic transformation has taken place.
Good weekend? How was the weekend? I had a great weekend, man. This is I can't believe it. Well, Terry, you know, we have only a week to build this car because the mechanics has taken all the time. But the reason with Chop Shop is we give our clients a spirit of Chop Shop. Yeah. Not just the mechanical, the whole thing, whole body, new design.
After his initial antipathy towards Johnny Vegas's wish for a classic understated Golf, it seems Lipu has been making some concessions.
Okay, now Terry, look. I kept the original Volkswagen look, basically. Look or the essence of a Volkswagen Golf. Yeah. I kept the same headlights, same spot lamps, same grille, but in a different dimension. And look at this hood. This has a Subaru engine. It's got an intercooler up on the top. Yeah. So that's a scoop for the intercooler.
Yeah, it definitely needs it.
Yeah.
Needs constant airflow.
Now we're finally getting on Lipu's being able to do his own creativeness on the car, and he's in his element, he's in his own little world, and you can tell he's upbeat. He's all back to the old Lipu again. It's really nice to see that.
Johnny Vegas was quite specific. He loves Golfs. Early Golfs, later Golfs that look like Golfs. What I'm wondering now is that when Lipu does the back, will it take the whole of the boxy Golf design away?
The front looks like a fox, the back end look like an elephant. So I want to chop the elephant's ass and make it a little bit skinnier so that it matches with the front end and rear.
Watch out, Johnny. Yeah. Lipu is about to make structural changes which could yet transform the Golf beyond all recognition.
Johnny Vegas wanted a car with a two-seater look and realistically two-seater. So what I'm doing, this is a four-seater car. Chopping this pillar, move it up here, and join it together so that it doesn't lose the integrity of this structure because the mechanics already chopped everything underneath. Well, the first cut is the deepest. And with the second cut, it's no going back. A new line is born.
As he checks his measurements, it's clear that Lipu works in a very different way from the rest of the team.
This is all right, pretty much.
When Julian and the mechanics used expensive digital equipment to make the measurements for bringing the Subaru running gear together with the Golf, Lipu prefers more traditional methods.
Simple as that. Primitive tools, no digital shit. Works really good, perfect.
Lipu just loves to work directly with the metal.
When I hear banging, it sounds like a noise to everybody. For me, it's a rhythm. It's a nice tune.
While Bernie may soon be nursing a headache, nothing is going to stop Lipu now. The rear end of the roof is next for the chop.
The Scooby body was an alley, lighter body with a powerful engine. But we got powerful engine, heavier body. So that's what I'm trying to do. Get some weight off the car and it will get close as to Subaru. It's a lightweight body.
Oh, great. More of those classic Golf looks are being stripped away, and to Bernie's horror, Leepu just doesn't care.
I like it. I definitely like it.
Creative people are on two levels. They're either up or they're down. And to be very honest, it's great to see Leepu up like that.
But with the rear of the car taking shape, Bernie is getting increasingly concerned by how much it's moving away from client Johnny's brief. Something classic and understated. And he should be. The big man himself has just called asking to meet with Leepu before he does too much to the car. Oops.
We've got Johnny Vegas coming tomorrow to come and have a look at his understated Golf. That is far from understated. He wants a car where people aren't going to go, look at that geezer in that car.
Bernie was meant to call Johnny before Leepu started chopping. Too late now. It's the day of Johnny Vegas's visit.
I've decided to come down again because I wanted to have a chat with Leepu and give him just a few sort of pointers without holding him back. I know he can be a bit arsey about the artistic side of it, and you know what I mean, he doesn't want to be restrained, but then he's not going to drive it and he's not going to take the verbal abuse.
This car is going to be one of a kind in the world just for the person, Johnny Vegas. And that's what I like. This is my design. This is just for complimenting Johnny Vegas. Oh, Johnny.
All right, mate.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
You're very, very quiet, Johnny. What's the problem?
Only that it's progressed quite a bit further than I thought it would. Because I was sort of... Well, I was lied to by you. You said, Leepu will listen, and if I get down here and talk to him, that... Did you talk to him about the understated element of it?
Well, Johnny, I mean, this is not an exotic car. This is understated chop shop car just for you. Just for you. Only car, one of a kind for one of a kind person.
Yeah, but it's...
Johnny's boyhood dream seems to be fading in front of him.
It's a little bit like... Yeah, well, Mark II Golf was a boy... You know, it was a boyhood dream car. And I thought, again, the design of it, to me, was pretty perfect. But I just wanted to mature it slightly rather than completely bastardise it.
Not a great start, then.
This is in the process of building.
Right.
It's not going to be edgy like that. It's going to be all nicely flowed like that. And the way you see things right now, after finish, it'll be a totally different thing. Okay. Probably now it's pointing all the lines, sharp edges coming out, but when it's done, it's going to be very nice, smooth finish. You're not going to see all these. It's going to be totally two different cars. And Johnny, this is specially for you. And if you want an understated car, you can always go out there in the dealership and buy one.
Yeah, no, it's not...
Slowly but surely, Johnny seems to be coming round.
I think what I was after was completely unrealistic, really. I'm going... Just really put a massive engine in it, put big wheels on it, but keep it almost looking... and there's no point to that, is there? So...
In fact, he's about to come round a lot more than anybody could ever have dreamed of.
I don't want the paintwork apologising for itself, or the car, do you know what I mean? It's that thing of going, if it is going to be this flamboyant car, do I go for the flamboyant colour that's totally against what instinctively I'll go to, but then see, that is...
Chrome? Julian, who always has an eye more on practicalities, urges caution.
This here is meant for, like, you paint, like, small things with this colour. To paint the whole car in that colour would be so expensive and so hard. It would be so hard. That colour, that's that...
metallic silver chrome.
Chrome.
Yeah.
Chrome paint. I've never seen a whole car done in it yet, anyway.
I'd love to see it.
Well, yeah.
Special colours, special things for a special person.
If it's going to be done, then it'd be wicked.
Moving away a bit.
But eager to please Johnny and win the day, Leepu isn't interested in Julian's practicalities. Anything should be tried once, as far as he's concerned.
I can feel Johnny liking the design work. And design work definitely needs a special colour.
Definitely.
And that's why he's going after that. It has to be a similarity. Design and the colour goes together.
And it is growing on me all the time, actually. I'm not just saying that, you know what I mean? And you're sure that'll still pick up all the detail in the car?
Everything will be fine, Johnny. Don't worry. It's going to be a perfect colour.
Great. Well, yeah. Let's go for the expensive, it's never been done before option.
Sure.
And then, not just holding it close and just taking it in the back room there. Yeah, I always pick my colours on taste.
So, after an initial shock reaction, Johnny's undergone a complete change of automotive tastes. No more classic Golf for him.
Don't want to leave it now.
Coming up, as the chop shop races towards a paint shop deadline, a crucial bodywork panel goes missing, and a pool table mysteriously appears in its place.
Cheers, mate.
And Leepu declares civil war by making another last-minute radical chop. The Chop Shop is racing against the clock to complete a Subaru Impreza-powered VW Golf Volcano car for actor and comedian Johnny Vegas. Held up by the huge mechanical task of merging the two cars, designer Leepu's largely ignored the client's wishes for a classic-looking Golf.
I don't give a fuck what the Johnny Vegas wants.
Fortunately, when the Johnny Vegas came to look at the car, he had a complete change of heart, even asking for chrome paint.
Leepu just... He goes and does whatever he fucking wants, doesn't he? What I wanted was something as subtle as a sinner sat at the back of church, and what they've given me is a full-blown gospel choir. I'll have to get used to being a fucking wanker and liking it.
Everybody thought the Johnny Vegas wouldn't like the design and wouldn't like actually what I'm doing. And basically, it's like conquering a Rome. I conquered Johnny Vegas' heart.
So, Johnny, you've been converted, son.
So, now Leepu's full of enthusiasm and on Johnny's bidding is going to town, bringing up the rest of the car. But he's going to have to be quick. There are just 3 days left before the car has to head off to the paint shop. The final, crucial deadline, before it is delivered to the big man himself.
When Johnny Vegas was in, it looked like a puzzle which wasn't been solved. So, the rocker panel, all the wide arches look like just wide arches, no end, no blending. So now it's gonna blend over here through the rocker panel and come out through that back and blend it through the rear wheel arch. These are the things he didn't see in the car at the beginning. He couldn't understand.
Earlier on, Leepu couldn't care less what Johnny Vegas wanted.
If you do something, if I design something, it resembles some other car, what's the point of doing the whole design?
Now he's only too eager to please.
He asked me, he wanted a big-ass bumper at the back. Well, I'll definitely keep that promise. I said, you got it. I'll keep this promise. Hand me over that bumper, Tartu. That one, yeah! That's a big-ass bumper, man. This bumper is from Subaru Impreza. And this is a Golf. I don't know whether it's easy or not, but for me, it's just like this.
New boy Arthur is starting to wonder if the job will ever be completed.
I thought we were going to be done soon, but now I see what Leepu try to do with that bumper, and it's a long way. It's a long way to finish.
Julian, who himself spent a lot of time adding the Subaru engine and running gear to the Golf, is even more concerned about the extra work being created by Leepu.
Now, I understand he has only had a week. He's only got, I think, another day left designing the car, which a lot of it's my fault because I was doing the running gear, fitting the engine, doing all the measuring and stuff. When Leepu's working, he's doing his design, he doesn't always work out how things are going to fit, the practicality of it going for an MOT, SVA. You need to work this stuff out when you're doing the design of the car. Otherwise, you've got a week of trying to cut and make things fit and making do when you could have done it in the actual design when the car was made.
But Leepu's determined to see through his vision and decides to go further still by opting to use another major component from the chopped-up Subaru Impreza.
I definitely know we have the Subaru boot sitting there in the next garage. Once I have the boot, it will match my shape, what I have imagined, and it'll do different kind of tail lights, mount it. Within a couple hours, the back-end design will be done. And we might not have to work to the weekends to get the car to the paint shop.
So, Bernie heads next door to search out the Subaru boot lid from the parts department. It's a veritable Aladdin's cave and is crucial to the chop shop operation.
I'll ask the guys, see where it's gone. Jules, where's the Subaru boot? I've looked in all the stores, it's not there.
Lee sold it.
What do you mean Lee sold it?
The boot lid and the spoiler.
What do you mean he sold it? For what?
To get a pool table.
You sold that boot to get the...
It's been lying around forever, like everything else around here. I didn't sell it, Lee sold it.
Well, who gave him permission to bloody sell it?
No one gave him permission.
Get him on the fucking phone. Who the fuck gave him permission to fucking sell it?
Oh God, I'm sorry for Lee.
Lee's taken the week off, but his phone is about to explode.
What do you mean no one was supposed to know? A fucking liberty this is. That is a fucking... Whoa, what are you going to do about it? I am fucking fuming. And now Leepu's got a car, right, where the back of the car was going to go on a Subaru, right, and I've got a fucking pool table in there that's about as much bloody use as a chocolate fucking ashtray.
Cheers, Lee. Bernie's a bit upset, obviously, because the boot lid got sold, but you can't use too much of one car because it's a Golf with Subaru running gear and everything, so you don't want to use the boot lid and everything else. You know, you've got to customise a few bits and make it different. I know we're against time and everything, but you know, we didn't think we was going to need a boot lid, and we've got a pool table out of it.
But with time running short before the paint shop deadline, it's the last thing the project needs. Leepu is going to have to make do with another Subaru rear end.
Is it old shape?
Old shape one, I know, but
yeah, maybe
the bumpers should sit in same.
Trouble is, it's from an older version of the car and a slightly different shape.
This is different. It's a Subaru, but different Subaru. But basically, building another boot and using these fabricated is going to end up the same amount of time in it stuff. Well, I don't know. Well, end up working the whole weekend again. I don't mind working weekends, but sometimes time is too short and you like to solve your puzzle, and when you go get to solve your puzzle, you don't see your fucking puzzles are not there. The material for the puzzles is not there. So it's really frustrating sometimes.
It's Saturday, and while everyone else is enjoying a well-earned day off, Leepu is still hard at work. Although he's up against it, he always ends up enjoying intensive weekends like this when he can work alone with the car.
In terms of designing cars, I get everything in here. I feel music, the elevation and dancing, physical expression, and then my lines, my drawings are there. It's everything. That's what I like car designing.
Monday morning, and as the rest of the team join Leepu to smooth out the welds, there's relief all round that he has beaten the deadline and that the car can finally go to the paint shop. But with hours left before the car is due to be picked up, Leepu drops a bombshell.
You know, Terry, the top doesn't look good at all, man. if I could really chop up this much, it would be beautiful.
Leepu wants to chop the Golf's roof and replace it with something less boxy. It will create days of extra structural work for the rest of the team.
I'm listening to my heart, I'm listening to my brain, listening to my mind. I'm not listening to anybody. That's my brainchild. It's not just labour, it's a brainchild.
Worse still, the car will definitely miss its slot in the paint shop and client Johnny might not get his car when he asked for it. But Leepu's clearly been harbouring this secret plan for some days. He even has a roof in mind.
That's the one, Harry.
The curved roof of a Peugeot 206.
The roof's going to change completely the whole design, basically. It's going to be a totally different thing.
This is what Leepu want to do. It's like he want to do some things, but it's really not make sense. And I tried helping, but at the same moment I'm thinking, what am I fucking doing? This is not going to work.
It's going to make our job twice as long. So much more work involved now. Now that we're putting a new roof on it. Unbelievable.
A lot of work, a lot of work. I hate that word. A lot of work. I hate this sentence. A lot of work. What a lot of work? We have to be up for it. We're doing new designs.
It ain't as simple as just cutting that one off, putting it straight on the Golf. All the doors are going to be different. Obviously, the screens, the rear end. That's a 4-door car. We've got a 2-door car.
I don't care whether it's involved a lot of work or not. I want the thing has to be done according to my way, according to my vision. Lift it up.
Is anyone getting that?
Yeah.
Two from the waist down. Oh, will it?
I don't know.
Nice and easy.
I feel like I'm in Bangladesh.
Back at the garage, the full implications of Leepu's decisions sink in. Taking the roof off the Golf is going to weaken the whole structure of a car, which has already been heavily chopped throughout the build.
The whole frame of the car is holding by the roof, original roof. So once I chop the roof off, the whole car is like, it's gonna lose its tension.
Stop it moving and losing its shape. It's going to put a welder bar in and keep it straight.
While Leepu is relishing it, the moment everyone else has been dreading has arrived. It's goodbye to the Golf roof. Meanwhile, Mehmet and his pickup truck, booked to take the car to the paint shop, come and go. The crucial paint shop deadline has passed and the whole project's in jeopardy, but Leepu seems oblivious to that.
Without the roof, the way it is now, it looks like a proportionate car. It's like proper design. Without the roof, it's like one piece. The roof wasn't fitting in this design. By looking at it, that's it. Look at this. So what are we going to do? Try, put that original hood as is, just land it on top of the car. See what happens.
In spite of their frustration with all the extra work they now have to do, the team acknowledge it is an improvement. Even if the Subaru/Volkswagen does look a bit like a Peugeot.
The bottom of the screen looks a lot wider. Obviously, it's on a smaller car, so it would look wider, but
it's wicked.
The fit now it's actually on top, it's like not very far off at all. You can easily make it up.
When you see a proper line, it makes you happy. It makes me happy. I don't know what happens to the other people, but it makes me happy.
Now the race is on to weld on the roof and tidy up in time for the rearranged paint shop date they simply cannot afford to miss without disappointing client Johnny.
For a very good reason, schedules can be changed. This car is for Johnny Vegas. For 2 days, I won't give him a shit car. I'll give him my heart from here.
But as the boys see it, there's much more than 2 days' work involved here.
Right, it's September the 26th. The car was supposed to be in the body shop for September the 19th. We've overshot our deadline by a week, which is massive. We're flat out at the moment. Everyone's on there because we've got a reveal coming up and the car has to be ready for the reveal.
4 days later and the pickup truck is back on its way to the chop shop.
Well, Mehmet is on the way. This is the second time. Mehmet's coming over here. Well, it's going to be the last time. No more delay. He's going to pick me up, pick this car up today to the body shop. Everybody's working together nicely and get the last minute detail work done. Mehmet's coming. Mehmet's coming. Anytime I'll see Mehmet coming up. Well, if I wish I could hold this car another several hours. More detailed work will be done.
Sorry, Leepu, but there is simply no more time. The car has to go.
If I would send the car last week, that would be my worst design ever, because the roof wasn't part of my line. Completely different roof. That's why I didn't send it. Doesn't matter what the schedule is going to be like, but you know, got to do it right.
Johnny's choice of paint was rather a surprise for someone who'd originally asked for an understated car. Chrome?
Yeah, I always pick my colours on taste.
Practical Julian warned against it.
This here is meant for like, you paint like small things with this colour. To paint the whole car in that colour would be so expensive and so hard.
The paint shop normally has 2 weeks to work on a car, but because the Golf is late, they now only have a week. What's more, there's a problem with that chrome paint.
You have to apply a special chrome paint, a mirror image paint. Once it's painted, if you have a problem after assembling it, chipping it, stone chipping from driving or anything like that, then you're going to have a major problem recoating it.
It looks lovely, but it's going to be a pain in the ass if something goes wrong.
Leepu's forced Johnny into so many design changes that he's loath to deprive him of the colour he wants. So, on Peter's advice, he opts for a different kind of paint, pearlescent, which won't be so vulnerable to damage.
We have offered him, and now if we take that, thing away, there'll be nothing left for him to choose by himself. So I think if you can mix the colour, take the violet tint off, give it a blackish tint, it's going to come out like this.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we can do that.
That's it. That's it. I just want to take the responsibility of changing the whole colour, at least for this time. I've changed the whole design, whole car, but I just want to take this one out. No. It is a great responsibility, and if he doesn't like it, he might not like the whole car.
So, it looks like Johnny's in for yet another surprise next time he sees the car. With barely anything left of the original classic Golf he wanted, it could be one surprise too many. Coming up, time's up as Johnny Vegas prepares to collect his car.
It's just Leepu, he's a bloody lawn to himself, isn't he? He's a genius, but he's a twisted genius. He's a deaf, twisted genius.
And will it be kiss and make up for the divided team?
Don't look nothing like a Golf anymore, so I'm a little bit worried about that. He wants it to chrome, it ain't chrome no more. Worried about that as well.
Time is almost up as the Chop Shop rushes to finish Johnny Vegas' Subaru-powered Golf Volcano car.
Literally everything needs to be done. We've still got to run up all the engine, all the radiators, everything. Power steering, interior, carpets, wiring loom, headlining, screens, rubbers, trims, you name it, there's so much still to be done.
Team conflicts are still getting in the way.
Leepu and his boys have bonked through the wiring, and when we've got a deadline as it is, the last thing we need to be doing is repairing the main wiring harnesses for the engine. It's just not, that's out of order.
But as always, when the chips are down, they all pull together and perform miracles. It's the big day. The Chop Shop has decided to reveal Johnny's car to him at the National Custom and Sports Car Show at Doncaster Racecourse. It's a key event in the bespoke automotive calendar, and there's not an understated car in sight, so it should get Johnny accustomed to flamboyant design work. But the long journey up the M1 has given Leepu time to develop major last-minute doubts.
The thing is, only one problem is, Bern, the colour.
You're still worried about it?
Yeah.
I tell you, I didn't sleep all that well last night. I'm dreaming in colour.
Don't look nothing like a Golf anymore, so I'm a little bit worried about that. He wants it to chrome, it ain't chrome no more. Worried about that as well.
Lipu's realised that ignoring the client's wishes and creating such an individualised design could spell big humiliation for the chop shop.
Why are you worried about it now? Right? It's your design, based on his design. Why are you worried about it now?
Well, he wanted a Golf, man.
He's got a basis of a bleating Golf. Will you stop worrying about it?
On his way to the event in his beloved Golf R32, John is feeling nervous too.
It's just Lipu. He's a bloody lawn to himself, isn't it? He's a genius, but he's a twisted genius. He's a deaf, twisted genius.
It's too late to change anything now. Johnny Vegas has arrived.
Johnny!
And he's not shy about reminding Lipu of the classic Golf he originally wanted.
And remember, we talked about subtle and understated and something that could just mix in a crowd without standing out.
And you wanted something like a rocket out of a volcano.
I did, yeah.
Yes.
Guys, what do you think? Should we let Johnny see the car?
Yeah!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Johnny Vegas, this is your car! Yeah!
I don't know what to say. I just...
Can I have another hug, please?
Oh, you'd have... Oh, God!
But how about the colour?
I would have never have gone with the white, but it looks absolutely perfect. It suits it. It's fucking brilliant.
Where is his Golf? Where is his chrome paint?
Listen.
He doesn't care.
He's got a Park Golf grill and he's got a Golf badge on the bloody mat on the driver's side.
He doesn't care.
So it's relief all round as the Chop Shop bid farewell to one of their most difficult projects. Extricating the engine and four-wheel drive of a Subaru Impreza, bolting them into the front-wheel drive Golf, then fighting amongst themselves as Lipu defiantly made his mark on the car, has tested the team to its limit.
Well done. Once again, all the hard work's paid off.
But what a result. I mean, he liked the car. It's like anything. Even if he didn't like it, as I said, Bernie would have convinced him into liking it.
We've all worked so hard, and it's just excellent. Love it, love it.
Johnny loves Lipu's design, but his brief also demanded a massive step up in power from his long-treasured Golf R32. Affectionately named Betsy, she's no shrinking violet herself, so a showdown is hastily arranged. Can the volcano car wipe the smile off Betsy's face? .300 horsepower of finely tuned Subaru engines say... Yes!
Betsy's knackered. Betsy's had it now. She'll be in the car park. Tears welling up in the headlamps. God, it feels like I've turned this awful corner if there's no going back.
Next time on Chop Shop, French football star David Ginola orders a car. But Lipu's horrified when he starts dictating the design.
It hurts. It hurts.
And his monster wheels could make the car unsafe.
The wheels hit the arches, the car could even turn over.